In the vast expanse of space, one planet stands out with a quiet, majestic grace, adorned with a magnificent system of rings that wrap around it like the crown jewels of the cosmos. It is Saturn, the sixth planet from the Sun, and one of the most captivating wonders of our solar system. Humans have gazed up at Saturn for thousands of years, even in ancient times, when astronomers had nothing but their naked eyes. They marveled at its steady golden glow. They named it after the Roman god of agriculture, Saturn, the father of time. But it wasn't until the invention of the telescope that we truly began to grasp its complexity. In 1610, the great Galileo Galilei became the first person to point a lens towards Saturn. What he saw left him baffled. He described what looked like ears protruding from the sides of the planet, which we now know were the edges of its grand ring system. The rings aren't the only thing that makes Saturn special. It is a gas giant, which means there is no solid ground to stand on, like there is here on Earth. It is composed mostly of gases, primarily hydrogen and helium, much like the Sun, though on a much smaller scale. Despite its gaseous nature, Saturn is colossal. With a diameter of about 120,000 kilometers, it is 9 times wider than Earth and nearly 95 times more massive. Yet, remarkably, it is less dense than water. If you could find a bathtub large enough, Saturn would actually float. Beyond its rings, Saturn is a guardian to a vast family of moons. Over 80 confirmed so far, each with its own story. There is Titan, with its thick atmosphere and lakes of liquid methane, and Enceladus, which sprays plumes of ice from beneath its surface, hinting at the possibility of life. Saturn is more than just a point of light in the night sky. It is a world of mystery, beauty, and terrifying power. But have you ever wondered what it would be like if you didn't just look at it from a distance? What if you were to experience it firsthand? Imagine for a moment that you are floating high above Saturn. The iconic rings shimmer brilliantly below you. You feel the immense void, the absolute silence, and then a subtle, persistent pull. You are falling into Saturn. Your breath hitches and your heart begins to race. You reach out, trying to grab onto something, anything, but there is nothing. Only the endless, empty reach of space. And so, your journey begins. You start to feel the friction. A golden yellow haze appears before you. These aren't the soft white clouds you know from Earth. This is a thick, suffocating blanket of frozen ammonia gas. At this altitude, the cold is biting, somewhere between -170 and -110 degrees Celsius. The atmospheric pressure isn't overwhelming yet, feeling much like the pressure at sea level on Earth. Looking up, you can still see the rings stretching across the sky. The horizon is a deep, dark blue, reminiscent of twilight on Earth. But there is no bright sun to guide you, only a dim, filtered light struggling to reach down. The wind begins to pick up. It grows stronger and more violent until it feels like it's tearing at you. Your body starts to tumble, spinning out of control. You try to steady yourself, but it's impossible. You look down into the waiting darkness. You look up, and the sunlight is fading away. You might wonder, is this the end? No, this is only the beginning. As you fall deeper, the winds become a literal force of nature. Wind speeds on Saturn are staggering, reaching up to 1 to 800 kilometers per hour, many times faster than the most powerful hurricanes on Earth. It feels as though the very air is trying to rip you apart. You are diving through layers of complex clouds, ammonia, ammonium hydrosulfide, and water ice. Each layer has its own density and color, creating breathtaking patterns that hide a violent, chaotic storm. The pressure around you is mounting. It feels as if hundreds of elephants are standing on your chest. Every movement is a struggle. You feel your body being compressed from every direction. The temperature begins to shift. The freezing cold of the upper atmosphere gives way to a rising heat. But it isn't a comfortable warmth. It is a searing heat generated by the sheer compression of the gas and the planet's own internal energy. You reach out for something to hold onto, but it's useless. Saturn has no surface. It is a gas giant. There is no ground to catch you, no place to rest. You simply keep falling. Swirling clouds whip past at incredible speeds. Bolts of lightning crackle all around you, and the roar of the storm is deafening. This is a world unlike anything you have ever known. As you plunge even deeper, the pressure and temperature reach unimaginable levels. The hydrogen gas, crushed by the planet's massive gravity, begins to change. It is squeezed so tightly that it turns into a liquid. You are now falling through a vast glowing ocean of liquid hydrogen. This ocean has no shore, no surface to break. It is a gradual, heavy transition from gas to liquid. The density keeps increasing until it feels like you are swimming through a thick, viscous fluid. The last traces of sunlight are gone. You are in total, absolute darkness. The only thing you feel is the heat radiating into every fiber of your being. The pressure at this depth would crush anything we know. Even the strongest spacecraft would be flattened in an instant. Without some kind of impossible protection, a human body would have been pulverized long ago. But you continue to fall. There is no bottom. There is no stopping. The sensation of sinking into this infinite void, this bottomless ocean, is both terrifying and awe-inspiring. You are the first explorer to ever witness the true depths of Saturn. Deeper still, the liquid hydrogen is compressed into a bizarre state called metallic hydrogen. Under pressure millions of times greater than Earth's atmosphere and temperatures hotter than the surface of the Sun, hydrogen atoms are crushed until their electrons break free. It begins to act like a metal, conducting electricity. You are falling through a swirling ocean of liquid metal. The massive electrical currents flowing through this layer are what generate Saturn's powerful magnetic field, the same field that protects the planet from solar winds and creates the stunning auroras at its poles. In this dark, crushing chaos, you might imagine diamond rain falling from above. Methane molecules from the upper atmosphere are torn apart by the heat and pressure, turning into carbon, which is then squeezed into diamonds. These gems rain down toward the center of the planet, though you would never see them in this hostile, unforgiving environment. Finally, your journey reaches its ultimate destination, the core of Saturn. This core is believed to be a solid ball of rock and ice, roughly the size of Earth, but far denser. The temperature here is a staggering 11,000 degrees Celsius, twice as hot as the surface of the Sun. You have traveled 45,000 kilometers into the heart of the planet. It is a journey with no escape. Even at the core, gravity holds you tight. There is no place to stand, no way out. There is only the eternal embrace of the heat and the dark. What does falling into Saturn teach us? It is a confrontation with the sheer scale of the universe, a reminder of how small we are and how limitless nature can be. Sometimes, life feels like falling into a place with no floor. We don't know what comes next. We can't control everything. That uncertainty, that feeling of being out of control, can be the most frightening thing of all. We reach for stability, for something solid to hold on to. But sometimes, those things just don't exist. Yet, in the darkness, in the void, in that loss of control, we might learn something about ourselves, about courage, about resilience, and the ability to face the unknown. It is the acceptance that some things are beyond our understanding and beyond our control. And perhaps that is where the true beauty of life lies. This journey may have no end, but every step, every moment that passes, carries meaning. It is an experience that changes you. And perhaps The most terrifying thing isn't the fall itself, but not knowing when we will ever stop. Or maybe this endless journey is the true meaning of existence.